And we're live. I'm really
Hey.
excited to hey, here with Eric Scoggsburg. We're gonna let's talk a little bit about the learning experience design canvas, the LXD canvas.
Yeah, definitely. So something really exciting that we're going to unveil in this second version of the Learning Experience Design Workshop. After that first one, great experience with folks. We learned a lot, and we wanted to create a new tool that participants in the workshop and beyond could use to create a variety of impactful, transformative learning experiences, whether that be their meetings, whether that be their workshops, whether that be courses or trainings that they're going to do. So we've got a new tool that we're going to unveil at the workshop and give you an opportunity to try out with folks for the first time.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's something that you all should know. I mean, we've kind of soft launched it. It's on the website.
Yeah,
If you
that's
go to
true.
voltagecontrol.com/resources, it's
Yep.
there. But in the workshop, we're going to be going step by step. We're going to be
Yep.
giving you the background. We're going to be talking about the science and um, all of the practices you need to be considering and how to best use the canvas. So it's not just it's a blank slate. You're kind of staring at it and wondering how do I use this. It really is about going deep and understanding it. And we're going to apply it directly to one of your own workshops. And then we're going to be iterating through it so that you can reflect and integrate it and make tweaks along the way and get feedback from peers as well as us. We'll be doing some live coaching as everyone's
Mhm.
filling the canvas out, kind of component by component.
Mhm. And one cool thing in addition there, great point, Douglas. We did a little soft launch at a big L&D workshop that we did. Really excited, really exciting experience there. A lot of folks positive feedback. Um, but this will be the opportunity for folks to really walk through it step by step with us, and for us to even model the use of it, not only just for their learning experiences, but also um, we'll show how we used it to create the learning experience design workshop itself. So it's like an additional like meta moment in the matrix there. We're going to step back and we're going to say, here's how we use what we're introducing to you to create this experience that you're going through and that you can then use with your learners.
100%. And I wanted to remind folks, say hi and ask questions in the comments. We love to see you all. We love connecting.
Definitely.
So say what's up, and let us know what's going on. Ask questions. We'll be watching the comments. So if you have things
Hmm.
to say, as we're chatting, we'll be happy to answer them or embellish a topic if you want us to go deeper.
Definitely.
Um, let's take a look here. Here's the canvas,
Hmm.
and as I said, you can find it on the website at voltagecontrol.com/resources, and we'll have to drop that in the comments for you all. But yeah, Eric, you want to give us a little bit of a rundown on kind of
For sure, for sure. Yeah. So what you're seeing right here is this experience design space, this learning experience design space that will help you to map out where folks are entering your meetings, entering your workshops, entering your courses, and where you hope that they can be by the end of the experience that you're creating. So you'll see on the right hand side of this canvas a space for you to really provide some vision, to really articulate the outcomes and objectives for whatever experience you're designing for learners, and to really nail down where am I hoping folks are going to be by the end of this. That's such a key part of learning experience design, is really having a clear sense of where you hope those learners are going to be by the end of that experience with you. And we're going to ask you to really provide some key details here on what that looks like, mapping that out, sketching that out. Where do you hope those participants would be, say, by the end of their work on the workshop with you? What are they now noticing that's new out in their organizations? What do they now value based on the skills that you engage them with? What are they now able to do? What are they now saying about their confidence, about their position in a company? How are they feeling about that? That's such an important launching point for then dialing up the experiences that help to lead them there. And that's a key connection to where folks start the learning experience with you, which we're going to be moving back and forth between where you hope learners or participants in your workshops, meetings, or courses will be, and where they enter those experiences. So where you hope they're going to be by the end, where they enter that experience. And this is a place where we're going to ask you at the opening of a learning experience, again, meeting, workshop, or course, who are your learners? What do they value? What do they notice about the world? What positions do they hold in their organizations? How are they feeling? And what led them to the workshop, say, that they're engaging with you on? Because that's such a powerful entry point for you then to design an enriching, impactful, transformative experience. Because too often, I think as facilitators, we get so focused on just packing in content or having some cool activities that we forget about the real human beings, the real learners, the real participants in the room, and what they need.
Yeah, so let's bump up a level and take a look at the whole canvas here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Eric, you mentioned that we're really kind of embrace backwards design
Mm-hmm.
and really look at the end. What is that outcome we want to drive to? Where does the learner look like at the end? So that's this learner after, right, that we looked at.
Yep.
And then after that, then we're kind of moving to this learner before, right? Kind of thinking about what are their needs, what are their motivations, what are the things that they're bringing with them, how are they showing up there on day one, and then we can start thinking about the meat of the content that we're bringing, and how we shape that, how we sequence it. And I really love the fact that the focal point of the content sequencing are these assessment points, because it's one of the things I think people miss so much, and it's such a simple concept. If we design in moments where we're going to assess, whether it's a quiz or whether it's just like a note for ourselves as a facilitator to scan the room, or something else, it's even a debrief. The debrief is my assessment point. I'm going to listen in to what's being said in the debrief, and if I hear the right things percolating, the right types of things, then we're good. If not, then I might have to adjust and steer accordingly. And those assessment points in the middle of the day can be what is called formative, meaning that it can impact how we adjust the agenda, how we adjust our approach. Whereas I think so often people reserve their assessment to the end, the end of day feedback, or even worse, the post workshop survey that no one fills out, or except for maybe 2%. And those end assessments can be only summative, only reflective. We can't do anything about that workshop. So if you take nothing else away, really think about the importance of assessment points and how you can kind of use that as a structure to kind of drape or a skeleton to drape the rest of your workshop around. So
such a key move I've had real quick here, master facilitator move to have these assessment points built in, because the best facilitators are keying into where participants are and then adjusting as they go, as they're getting those signals as to whether or not participants are going in the direction that the facilitator and the participants hoped, so that there can be adjustments in the moment. That's a real key facilitation master move when it comes down to it.
Yeah, I guess finally, maybe it'd be nice to point out that we've got the checklist kind of really centers everyone in on some of these learning experience design best practices. And because at the end of the day, we felt that instead of having boxes for each one of these things, why not just have them be reminders that we're keeping those things in mind as we shape our agenda, so really kind of focusing the center of this. Like, once we figured out our inputs and our outputs, then we're really just working on our agenda, and let's let this checklist inform it and shape it, and we can erase stuff. And we highly recommend to use pencil, or if you're using a mural, you can move your stickies around and redo it. But it's really meant to be adaptive and to grow and evolve.
Definitely. And you'll see there on that checklist, Douglas, would you mind just zooming in one more
Yeah, of
time?
course. Yeah.
We've mixed not only the key info that you're going to need when using this canvas in terms of the steps across the canvas itself, but some really key check-in points for some key principles for learning experience design. You know, those learning science principles around assessment, around feedback, around metacognitive moments, those opportunities to really have folks step back and think about their thinking and progress, so they can make some self adjustments there. We'll do things like introducing concepts like cognitive load and mixed practice, some really key pro tips when it comes to the design of learning experiences that really help you to leverage what the research says about creating transformative, impactful learning.
Absolutely. It's been a blast working on this, and
Mm-hmm.
we actually used it to make our workshop better. And,
Yeah.
interesting enough, we used the principles in design our workshop. But then after
Mm-hmm.
using the canvas and then having to like fill the canvas out for our workshop, it actually helped us improve the workshop itself. So it's this interesting like
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
inception moment, because the workshop generated the canvas, which then got used to
Yep.
make the workshop better. So
Yep.
we're pretty excited. I think it is going to start to make a big difference for people in
Mm-hmm.
that are designing custom workshops.
Definitely, definitely, and that's something that we really enjoyed about the previous workshop and this upcoming workshop, is that we, not only are going to be guiding you through this canvas with one of your own workshops or learning experiences, but we're going to step back and think aloud with you, for you, about our own design using this canvas, and that is something that we really enjoy, just thinking aloud for you as a facilitator, and bring you into our process.
I love this comment from Jody. Learning about learning is
Yeah.
so important, and we got to make space for that. So cool. Thanks
Hmm.
so much for that comment. I couldn't agree more.
Definitely, and that's something that we love embedding in this workshop, and we'll help you to create those spaces for your learners and your participants as well.
Absolutely. So hopefully you all can join us for the Learning Experience Design Workshop. I believe it's November 17th and 18th at a Zoom room near you. So
Yes.
come find us at voltagecontrol.com/events. We'll post it in the comments as well. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you there. If you can't make that one, just sign up. For our updates, we're adding new stuff all the time, and we have free community events as well. And we'd love for you to join us and start collaborating and exploring how we improve the practice of facilitation.
Definitely, definitely. Looking forward to seeing you all there and building with you.
Bye.
See ya.